Do you know why in some organization medical affairs is perceived as a very critical function for the strategy and for the business, while in other organizations they are perceived like just a supportive function? What makes it a difference? Why in some organizations medical affairs is the most important, while in others it is not that important? Moreover, if you deeply dive into this, you will find that even in one organization, in some areas, medical affairs is very strong, while in other areas or in other countries, it is not that strong. What makes it a difference is the utilization of the first domain of the core medical competencies. The first domain of the core competencies in medical affairs is the strategy, the first domain, and the most important domain. If we as medical affairs understand this domain very well and implement it in everything we do, definitely we will be very aligned with the business, and our input and insights will change the business environment and the business landscape. So today we will discuss the first domain of the medical affairs core competencies, the strategy. If we wanted to understand the first domain, the strategy, we better divide it into 6 subdomains. First is the overview and the vision. 2 is the medical insights. 3, the launch excellence. 4, the operational excellence. 5 is the medical strategic plan. And finally, number 6 is the value and impact of medical affairs. So 6 domain represents the core of the strategy domain that we are talking about. Regarding the overview and vision, we have to understand that at the heart of medical affairs is a clear overarching purpose to bridge the gap between clinical developments and patient needs with a strategic vision. This vision is not just a distant goal or a long term goal, it's the compass that guides every initiative, aligning with the broader objectives of the organization. Medical affairs professionals are the strategists, the visionaries who foresee the trajectory of healthcare advancements and steer their teams towards impactful outcomes. Let me talk a little bit about the second domain, which is the medical insights, because really this is very important. Medical insights means all the data that we as medical affairs teams can collect in order to inform the overall medical strategy and the overall business strategy as well. Medical affairs professionals are able to gather and analyze a variety of data points, from clinical trials and market research to competitive intelligence. These insights are more than just numbers, they are the lifeblood of the strategic decision making, helping to identify opportunities for innovation and guiding the development of therapies that truly make a difference. How we collect the data? We collect the data from several data points, including the key opinion leader engagements. That means that, number one, if we are meticulously collecting data from our key opinion leader engagement and we are evaluating, analyzing this data and forming the actionable medical insights, these medical insights can be later utilized as a core element in the strategy of the organization. In addition to this, number 2 is that the insights we gather from the key opinion leader engagements can be used as metrics in order to feed our data decision-making machine or process. So when we say the medical insights, we have to know how powerful they can, but it depends on us as medical affairs how scientifically oriented and how meticulously we obtain these insights from the healthcare systems, from the key opinion leader engagements, and then transfer them into data sets that can be transferred later on into actions, whether this action is to include them in the strategic plan of a category or a product or of the whole organization, or to use them in order to guide the medical strategy and initiative or the cross-functional initiatives as well. So the key opinion leader insights are important. They are a data point. Another data point is the metrics that we use in order to measure the quality and the quantity of and the effectiveness of the key opinion leader engagement process. And so this set of metrics, the set of data, can be used later on in order to assess the efficiency and effectiveness of this organization or the function of medical affairs in a certain organization. So the component or the subdomain, if you want, of medical insights is very important component of our strategic thinking and planning. The third subdomain is the launch excellence. And maybe the launch excellence is a commercial terminology, the way that you are bringing a new product, which is here a medicine, and you are going to launch it. However, before this commercial event, the launch, there is a lot of medical affairs work. And we have to be directed by deep strategic thinking and planning in order to enable the organization to successfully launch a new medication. And our work starts from the decision which molecule or which product is right to launch now and which product is the mostly needed according to the unmet patient needs. That's why our actual work as medical affairs starts way before the actual launch of the product. While our work will continue to support the life cycle of the product, but the most important and critical part is the pre-launch area or the pre-launch stage. And here we need to recall our vision to bridge the gap between the clinical evidence and the patient care. And in order to do this, we need to bridge many gaps. So first, we need to bridge the gap between the clinical evidence and the healthcare professionals or the key opinion leaders. And again, we need to bridge another gap between the clinical data and the healthcare systems. So it seems that bridging gaps is very important for us as medical affairs. And having this in our mindset is important to ensure we understand really where we can add value to the process from discovery till launching a product, and also to communicate this impact. Operational excellence strategy is not just about planning, it's about execution. And operational excellence is the principle that ensures strategies are not just visionary, but also viable. Medical affairs professionals excel in optimizing processes and resources, embodying efficiency, adaptability, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Their ability to execute strategic plans with precision ensures that the organization's goals are not just met but exceeded. At the strategic core is the medical strategic plan, a comprehensive blueprint that aligns with the organization's overarching goals while addressing the unmet medical needs within the specific therapeutic areas. This plan is a detailed map outlining objectives, tactics, metrics for success. It's a dynamic document, one that evolves with changing landscape of the healthcare and ensures that medical affairs activities are also aligned with the most pressing needs and opportunities. I wanted to share some insights about the medical strategic plan. So the medical strategic plan, it's not actually one plan, it is of different types. So we can have the medical plan at the global level, regional level, or at the country level. We can have it for one product, we can have it for a portfolio, we can have it even to address certain important topics like patient journeys or unmet needs. The point here is that this is a core element of our success. This plan in medical affairs should be 100% aligned with the overall business objectives and goals. So we cannot have a plan that deviates away from the overall mission and vision and strategy of our organization. It must be aligned. While it will address in its details certain needs for certain portfolio products or patient needs. This is number one, the full alignment with the overall strategy. Number two, in order to have a successful strategy, we need to be adaptive and flexible to monitor the changes in the environment and change accordingly, change the plan and the strategy accordingly. So having a plan doesn't mean that we will have to execute this plan as it is, but we need to be flexible in order to be relevant to what's happening around us. Regarding value and impact, the ultimate measure of any strategy is the value and impact it delivers. For medical affairs, this is not just about economic metrics, it's about improving patient outcomes, advancing healthcare, and driving medical innovation. Medical affairs professionals working in the pharmaceutical industry are not just strategists, they are also advocates for value, continuously articulating and measuring the impact of their work. Their ability to demonstrate this value ensures ongoing support and investment in their vital activities. I have a detailed session about how we as medical affairs leaders can demonstrate our impact, what is the systematic approach in order to ensure that we add value to the business. And I will link this in the description. However, we need to focus on how our strategy can impact the business. And this starts from planning and goes through the process of execution and then the communication. However, I think that the communication of the impact should start before even starting the execution. We can simply say that demonstrating the impact of the strategy is demonstrating the impact of the medical affairs. So let's link things together. Each medical leader will have a strategic plan, and this strategic plan should have positive impact on the business. These are the 6 subdomains of the main domain and the first domain of the medical affairs core competencies. So please review them and come back whenever you need to refresh your memory and understanding about this domain. And remember, for medical affairs, strategy is more than a domain. It's a commitment to a healthier, better informed world.